Anywho, do you ever wonder what it must feel like to be loved? To truly have someone love you, every part of you, know you wholeheartedly, by the birthmark on the base of your neck to your midnight nachos craving. That when you look at the sun with your eyes closed, you're thinking of being 7 again, camping with your grandpa in Yosemite Park. When you smile, you remember him telling you, "My bumblebee, don't you worry." The way your body arches and rolls when lips braze your lower back, how your inner dialogue never stops, like a scratching record that you won't bother to discard, so you let it play. At night, you look to the moon to find answers to questions you're too afraid to ask. You believe in love, accept it in all forms. You believe it can happen, but you don't think it will come for you. You can't picture someone wanting you, ensuring that you not only know, but feel that they love you. You stop trusting, but you still find yourself in men's beds, empty-bodied and broken, in the presence of company, but alone. Your past has forced you to believe it's not written in the stars for you. That thought breaks you, eats at you, every single day. You soak your pillow until damp with tears you won't dare let anyone see fall, because all you have ever wanted is to be loved, without having to ask, without having to proclaim it. That thought becomes a burden. You wear it along with those chunky, multicolored sweaters you used to cover the carvings etched in your arm. Where others have tattoos that hold symbolic value, your story is written in scars. Maybe someone would ask you what's wrong if they saw the emotional silence you were living in. Maybe someone would care, but that's too much of you to ask, especially for a girl who believes her voice has no volume. Maybe then you'd find the courage to trust. You felt sick knowing what you did, but you want to do it again. You hate that you think you deserve it, so you scratch yourself hard. A puffy mosaic encapsulates your arm. You cry harder because this is not how life was supposed to be. You weren't supposed to overthink 145 things in one day, in 1 minute. Your heart wasn't supposed to pound out of your chest when he didn't respond. You weren't supposed to be in and out of the hospital for chest pain, thinking any minute that you would go. So the discomfort becomes more intense. You sympathize with your parents because they want to help, but they were raised in a culture where mental health was never a topic of discussion, so it became non-existent. You weren't supposed to avoid stepping on 3 cracks in a row for the fear that you would kill someone if you landed on the 4th, because then you would never forgive yourself. You were too young to have to worry about your dad's whereabouts, calling and praying over and over again, begging for some reassurance that he's safe. Even though you're the child, you were too young to be called ugly when you couldn't control the skin you were born into. You weren't supposed to starve yourself at 15 because your physical was coming up and you couldn't afford to be another pound up on the scale. You weren't supposed to want to stay in bed all day with a 1.9 GPA your freshman year of college, or cry on the bathroom floor in your dorm wishing you were anywhere else but there. But it happened. Depression happened. You're lonely. You feel that no one understands you or cares to, so you suppress your feelings and feel bloated with anxiety, so you throw up. Why not, you think to yourself? I mean, you can't stomach the thought of who you've become when you see your reflection, so much so that you no longer brush your teeth in the mirror. You'd rather wander around your room with minty foam dripping down your chin so you can wipe it away, breathe, than have to face the start or the end of a new day. So you reminisce. Remember the days when your toothy smile could fill a 5x7 photograph, when you were oblivious to pain, social standards, and the only form of heartbreak was canceled plans to get ice cream after school. I know you like someone who loves you because you are me.